The family dog perks up as a bright light flashes and what looks like a pale little face seems to peek out of the door. Then a shadowy figure about the size of a child seems to be standing in the hallway before disappearing, just as the little pale face peeks out of the door again. Brandis and her husband Sky have never posted or even experienced anything paranormal, and they say they have no idea what this could be. Something at the door. Chase Beckstead and his wife Rachel are staying overnight in the house of Rachel's recently deceased grandfather. The elderly man had passed away in the house only 1 month earlier. So the couple is just settling in for the night when suddenly something happens that is downright creepy.
How you doing? You okay?
I don't know.
You a little freaked out?
A little bit.
So, we were just going to bed and we're not... Let me just show you. Like, we've literally had to put the bag up against the door because we're not sure. And like, we're literally just...
Even though there's no draft or air current in the house, the bedroom door begins to randomly move as if it's being quickly pulled back and forth by some unseen force. Understandably, Chase and Rachel are pretty shaken up by the strange, unexplained phenomena. They decide to just pack up their stuff and leave the house. But this is when things get even creepier.
Okay, so we're leaving. We got all of our stuff packed. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, we're out here. Rachel's already in the car. I'm leaving, like, I don't know what's going on.
As Chase is gathering their luggage, the bedroom door slams shut right behind him. And again, it begins to move back and forth, this time even faster than before. Chase says that he still has no idea what could have caused the strange movement of the door. Some video commenters believe that this was the ghost of Rachel's recently deceased grandpa, but some think it might have been something more sinister that had taken up residence in the house. But what do you think?
Not many choose Archer. Do you know why? That's because she only has a single attack to start. Her attack is weaker than the warrior. She is slow and her defense is...
The Follower. It's around 5:30 in the morning and two girls are on a hike through the mountains in the Philippines with a large group. The girls stop a little too long to take some pictures and accidentally get left behind by the group. The girls run to catch up with the other hikers as one of them films, but her camera captures something truly bizarre.
Naliligaw kami, guys! Naliligaw! Wala ni mga kasama namin! Wala ni mga kasama namin. Kailangan namin silang habulin kasi maliligaw kami. Gagi, malayo na sila. Wala na.
Did you see it? As the two girls run along the mountain trail, way back in the background, some strange shadow figure seems to be following them. But a little bit later, the mysterious dark figure has just disappeared. The girl who posted this video says that she and her friend were completely alone and they have no idea who or what this could be. She says that she only noticed the shadowy figure when she watched her video back later. So, what do you think? Was someone stalking them through the remote woods? Or just what is this? You decide. A short stay. A guy named Brendan has a YouTube channel where he camps in his van in some strange and sometimes very dangerous locations across the UK. In this video, Brendan decided to camp overnight in the coastal village of Jaywick in Essex, England. Now, amongst other things, Jaywick is known as one of Britain's poorest towns and has a very high crime rate. In other words, it's not really the best place to be camping overnight in a van. But that doesn't stop Brendan.
A little town in England called Jaywick, coined as one of the most deprived towns in the UK. And I thought, as soon as I'm in the area, I just had to go and see it.
Brendan searches around and eventually finds a place to set up camp that is just outside of town and kind of in the middle of nowhere.
This'll do me. I'm alone, but I mean, there's no other houses around me, so it's not as if I'm alone in a housing estate.
Brendan sets up his bed in the van and lies down for a night's sleep. But around 2:30 in the morning, things take a terrifying turn.
I think someone's outside the van. That must do. Someone just tried the door. Hey! Right, whoever the that was has now gone. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh my god. Oh, fuck's sake. Where's my phone?
Someone with a flashlight skulks around outside Brendan's van, trying the door handles, before smashing the window to get inside.
Hey!
Luckily, Brendan yells and sends the intruder running. He then hops in the driver's seat and just gets out of there. Brendan makes it out safe, but obviously is very shaken up by the whole ordeal. He decides to not only leave the town of Jaywick, but to drive all night, 3.5 hours, all the way back to his home.
I just, quite frankly, just wanted to go home. I was really, I wasn't in a good mind space. After cleaning a little bit of broken glass from my driver's seat and the dashboard, you'd be surprised how far glass goes when it smashes. I've been finding little bits everywhere, but the van was in no fit state to continue camping in, and nor was my headspace, should we say. So I made the long journey back home. I think it was a good 3.5 hour drive back to my house in Shrewsbury. Got there.
Imagine a place where coastal beauty meets international comfort and the unique charm of Georgian hospitality.
There just before sunrise. Not a pleasant drive, to say the least.
Despite this frightening encounter, Brendan still goes camping in his van and posts his adventures over on his YouTube channel, Brendan Explores. If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. Get out. A guy named Carter moved into a new fully furnished rental house, but not long after he moved in, he began to experience strange things and hear unexplained noises. Late one night while he's asleep in bed, he hears the creepy sound of what seems to be someone hitting keys on the piano in his living room.
Who's there?
Carter decides to lay on his living room couch to try to figure out just what is going on with the piano. As you might imagine, it did not go well.
Dude, what the f?
The piano plays again and a chair moves, and Carter decides that he's had about enough. He decides to leave the house to stay with a friend, but as he is leaving, he manages to capture this video. Carter heads for his car, he sees his TV flickering and his lights randomly turning on and off inside his house. Now, usually when people watch these videos, they say, well, if the place is so haunted, then why wouldn't he just move out? Well, that's exactly what he did. Carter moved right out of that house. And the end of this haunted story, I guess. Hiding under the covers. A video poster who calls himself Celtic Dabs works the reception desk at a creepy old hotel in Arizona. One day, his coworker shows him something very strange that keeps happening in one of the rooms.
What the? Nah.
Yeah, cause let me hit it now, and then
Yeah.
Shut up,
Bro.
Something seems to be moving around in a strange erratic pattern under the bedsheet. But when Celtic's coworker slaps the sheet, it just disappears. Celtic says that each time the sheet was tidied back up, the same weird phenomenon would happen again. So, just what do you think this could be? Also, if whatever is under the sheet isn't enough to scare you, well, just imagine staying in a hotel that put sheets like this on the bed. Honestly, the thought of sleeping in those sheets scares me more than whatever is moving around under there. So either way, this video is truly disturbing. Night call. Late one night in Pueblo, Colorado, an emergency call comes into the 911 dispatch center. But whoever made the call hangs up almost immediately. The 911 operators trace the call and find that it came from Imperial Memorial Gardens. Well, the weird thing is, Imperial Memorial Gardens is a funeral home, surrounded by an 80-year-old cemetery. And it's 3:30 in the morning, so no one should be there. Now, as standard procedure, the 911 emergency operators call the funeral home back to make sure everything is okay. And someone answers the phone. This is what the 911 operators hear.
911, this is Erica. How can I help you? Hello? Hello? Hello?
All the lights are off. In Southwell, Wells walks out to his car very early one Wednesday morning to head off to work. It's just before 5 a.m. and the rest of the neighborhood is still asleep. No one else is around, and the man doesn't notice anything unusual. But later that night, as the man checks through his security camera feed, he sees something that sends a shiver down his spine. As the man approaches his car, some lumbering form seems to appear out of nowhere, quickly hurrying away. And then, whatever this is, simply disappears into thin air. Now, the figure moves at a very odd angle and speed for this to be a lens flare. And considering that the rest of the video is in sharp focus, it seems very unlikely that this is some kind of compression error or problem with the camera. So, just who or what is this? Scarryy videos. So I like to end these videos with the stuff that kind of starts off scary and then just gets weird and kind of goofy. Speaking of which, TikToker Dre in Dallas experiences something spooky in his home, but instead of chasing it down to record with his phone, he goes the complete other way.
Come on, where you hide her stuff at?
Mom, where's my Gucci? Oh, it's a ghost in her.
No, I'm not. Come on, Janae. Come on, Janae. Janae, come on. Janae, Come on, friend. Come on. Janae. Come on. It's a ghost in this mother.
Next up. Now this video from Matt Sowards was shot on a country road in the middle of nowhere with no other cars around anywhere. Do not ever do this prank to someone who is driving. So, in case you missed it, the guy in the backseat hangs a life-size cardboard cutout of a zombie out of his window and dangles it in front of the driver's window. And the driver slams on the brakes and freaks right out. Now, lately on this channel, I've shown many kids scaring their parents for their own amusement. But you see, this segment is very different because TikToker Katie Funny Guy makes videos where he scares the shit out of his wife and kids.
Never say nothing. Never say never. Never. You ball that. Oh, fuck. Hello. Right here. I'm right here. Bye, Jay.
Listen.
I was creeping. I'm talking about, yo, I was shook. What would you would have done? Hell, you gonna peek around the corner, for real. The fuck? Look, I was scared too. I just ain't show it.
So, I think the lesson here is, if you keep scaring your family yourself, then the ghost in your house might take that personally. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see
Disfruta del menú King Ahorro desde 3,50, ahora con la opción de Long Nacho, solo en Burger King.
Hola, Antonio Lobato. ¿Quieres saber cuánto vale tu coche?
A woman named Ray says that her family has experienced many strange things since they moved into their new home. Ray says that the house's basement is especially creepy. She says that even on warm days, the temperature down there is always freezing, and she says that she feels like something is watching her when she's down there. Even weirder, the family often hears strange, unexplained sounds coming from the basement. But things in their house get even weirder after Ray buys her son Andrew a creepy large Elmo balloon. You see, the balloon seems to move around the house with a mind of its own.
Babe, come here. It's the balloon. It's just like keeps going down to the basement.
Inexplicably, the balloon often just seems to head directly toward their basement door.
Literally stopped at the basement door again.
Weirdly, Ray says that the balloon will only enter the basement door if her son follows after it. So the obvious thought here is, well, it's just a balloon caught in a draft and doing balloon stuff. But things get even weirder, because it seems the creepy Elmo balloon isn't content to only roam the downstairs. One night, the family dogs start going nuts, and Ray goes to investigate. What she finds chills her to her core.
Gabe.
Quiet. Quiet.
So now the obvious question is, why doesn't she just pop the balloon, throw it in the trash, and be done? But Ray says that her son is very attached to the balloon and refuses to let them take it away. So the creepy Elmo balloon stays. But Ray will soon seriously regret this decision. Did you see it? A strangely shaped forehead seems to be peeking around the top edge of the basement door. When slowed down, we can even see what looks like a bizarre set of dark eyes and the bridge of a nose. So is Ray's house haunted by an entity that is manipulating this Elmo balloon? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. What the f just happened? Now these next clips are videos that have no real explanation. They were either uploaded without a source or info, or the people in the video just can't explain what happened either. So, in this first video, a woman is riding her bike down a street in Brazil, and then, what the f just happened? Now, just a quick note for YouTube content guidelines here, this woman was not seriously hurt, and she actually falls off the bike right behind this post right there. And then the bike takes off for the moon, apparently. Now, this was sent in as a paranormal video, but I'm thinking the bike got hung up on a cable or something. But no idea why it flies 50 feet in the air. So you tell me. Now, this next clip comes from the podcast Grown Up Kids, hosted by brother and sister Seth and Jesse.
I'm Jesse.
I'm Seth.
And we're siblings.
We are.
And we have a podcast.
It's not a paranormal podcast, and they've never posted or even mentioned anything supernatural. But then one day, while recording, this.
I am stupid good at the game. What was that?
I don't know, but it scared me.
Yeah. Wait, I'm being so serious.
I don't know, but I'm scared. I sound like a dinosaur. What do we do?
I don't even.
What the frick was that?
I can't even begin to imagine what that was.
Like the pipes or something?
Okay, so it either sounded like.
I thought someone was playing music. Thank God you were here, because
No.
if that happened while I was home alone, I would have literally pooped my pants.
As you can tell from their reaction, Jesse and Seth have no clue what they just heard, but it totally freaks them out. To this day, they say they have no idea what this sound was, and Jesse says that she has never heard this sound in her home before this incident or since. So you tell me what you think this sound is.
I am stupid good at the game. What was that?
This next video from Brazil was uploaded without a description, and the uploader didn't respond to any of the thousands of comments and questions. Now, I have many questions of my own, but we'll get to that after the video. Check it out.
Nossa! Sai. Mãe, o que é isso aqui? O quê? Nossa, tira eu daqui!
Ai, ele tá andando! Tá andando! Ele tá seguindo você! Ele tá seguindo! Ui, gente! Olha o pelo dele! Não, põe a mão! Você tá louco com a mão assim, cara?
Que isso aí?
Saiu uma par dele.
Ah! Que isso, macho? Menino, tira a mão lá, que pegou! Para! Não põe a mão, meu! Não põe a mão! Não põe! Ui, se mexeu. Olha o cheiro que tá. Por que você mexeu? Olha o fedor que fez. Jesus! Menino do céu! Pega isso daí e joga pra lá com a peneira.
Cadê a peneira?
Pega isso logo. Ai, tá amarrado. Tá amarrado. Puxa pela corda, ó. Ui!
So something weird and kind of scary is sitting at the bottom of the pool. But what is it? How did it get there? And more importantly, how do you even get in the pool and not notice that thing? Either way, I have no idea what that is, and neither does anyone in the video's comments. So tell me what you think it is down in my comments.
La gente dice que Voldam es una cerveza con mucho carácter. Pero si te
A spooky tale. Maggie Gann says that she has experienced a few strange things around her house.
So in the upstairs of my house, there's 2 rooms. Both of the doors open and close all the time by itself.
So one day Maggie is casually filming a cute video of her cat Onyx, when suddenly something happens that is truly bizarre. Now, at first, Maggie doesn't even notice anything odd and even laughs at what she thinks is just the cat being weird, or, well, just being a cat. But when she watches the video back, she notices that the cat's tail seems to be yanked by some invisible force. The video went viral, and no one can really explain just what happened to the cat. But what do you think? If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official, because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. Unwelcome guest. At the end of last year, French single mother Alex and her son moved into a new home. The house was remodeled from the remains of an old church, and it was built right on top of what used to be an old graveyard. Shortly after moving in, Alex begins to hear the creepy sound of someone walking through her home. But when she looks, she finds nothing and no one to explain these strange footsteps. Late one night, Alex is lying in bed when she suddenly hears something that is downright chilling. Alex hears a child's voice calling out, "Mama?" from somewhere, even though her son is fast asleep in his room. She hears the voice again from downstairs, "Mama," and she goes down to investigate. Alex is horrified when she discovers the piano in her living room is playing all by itself, and her TV has inexplicably just turned on. Books come falling out of a cabinet and a chair rocks back and forth, almost as if someone or something is sitting and watching her. Understandably, Alex says she couldn't sleep the rest of the night. But unfortunately for Alex, things are about to get even creepier. One night, Alex returns home from walking their dog. Her son is away at his dad's and her home should be empty. But as she heads toward the house, she notices something that sends a chill down her spine.
J'adore ce truc aussi, ouais.
A dark figure can be seen inside the house, and Alex is frozen in fear as the strange shape seems to head toward her son's room. Luckily, her son isn't home, and the shadow just disappears. Now, no one was found inside the house or on the property. Cut to another night, and Alex and her young son are having a nice, quiet evening at home. Suddenly, this happens.
Viens, bébé, viens.
¿Cuántas veces somos capaces de reírnos de la misma anécdota? Esa que solo tiene sentido entre amigos y vuelve una y otra vez. Como nuestra canción favorita. Porque en Brugal sabemos que la amistad verdadera es eso. Momentos que se quedan para siempre. Sigamos contándonos la mejor historia que podemos escuchar. Y brindemos por aquellas que vendrán. Brugal. Amistad verdadera.
July 2054 AD. The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces. Our planet was overwhelmed. Only a small handful managed to escape. But our past caught up with us. We resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira. New LA was our beautiful lie to ourselves.
Look at us. The chosen few. All those people we left on Earth. They never had a chance.
Just why would these aliens be this determined to destroy us?
After all this time, we finally found a clue that may lead us to the Great One.
Humanity is a blight, festering on the cosmos. Our job is to eradicate it.
We are at war. The hostile alien force known as the Ganglion is marching on New Los Angeles. It is absolutely crucial that we repel the coming invasion, no matter what the cost.
I am here to purge the universe of your disease, once and for all.
So, you're ready to join up?
What in the hell are we waiting for?
Let's go!
You fools! You are the ones who don't belong here!
Do whatever it takes!
Hold your heads open fire!
If we lose this one battle, we lose everything.
Now, humans, you die!
Disengaging stasis in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What the heck was that?
Get ready.
A teddy bear in her son's bedroom seems to creepily wiggle around all on its own. But the worst is yet to come. One night, when Alex is once again completely alone at home, the paranormal activity in her house becomes absolutely terrifying. With everything that has happened, Alex believes that her home is haunted and is now actively looking for help. But what do you think is going on here? Could the creepy events in Alex's home have anything to do with its history? Perhaps some spirit from the old graveyard that the house is built on? Let me know what you think. Room 205. A woman named Tracy works at a mid-sized hotel in Pekin, Illinois. Lately, she says that many of the hotel guests have had complaints about one particular room.
Okay, so I'm here at work tonight, and we have workers that come here that work on the railroad. I checked in 5 of them, and the second floor is where they usually go because that's where all the king suites are at. Well, they're all saying, please don't put me in room 205.